Coming back to you again. I didn't even give my date the last one. July 23rd, 2022 at 0800 hours and 38 minutes. It's on an even number, which I enjoy. I have just going to talk. Hi, my name is Otho Williams Jr. I am a black man born in the state of New York in Buffalo, November 15th, 1982, at Sisters Hospital. I grew up in the inner city of Buffalo. I experienced some bad things to the point where it's not a trauma or drama to my life. My mother, we'll start with my father. My father, he raised me. He went to work. He was in the Army, and he drove for the NFTA Metro bus. My mother, she stayed at home mother regardless. If she made a little money doing stuff on the side, which you can do like sell things and be part of little fundraisers and things of that nature. But my father took care of us. He didn't make a lot of money. Regardless, inflation or deflation over the years, my father is 74, my mother is 65 now. So it was never a big thing. The money was never a thing back in that era. As long as a man took care of his home, which my father did. That didn't work out because my father didn't do right after a while. Cool. But my mother, in a retrospect, was raised at 8 or 9, because by 9 he was finally out the house because he couldn't do right. Understandable. I was born to a single mother. I wasn't effeminated or emasculated. My mother, we went to school Monday through Friday. She made sure we went to school. If we didn't eat breakfast at home, we had breakfast in school. And then we had lunch in school. And we always had dinner. On the days we didn't go to school, my mother made breakfast, lunch, and then dinner. Depends on how the day went. Lunch was always like a sandwich. She gave something throughout the day until dinner. And sometimes dinner was at 4 or 5 p.m., 1600 or 1700. And layman's 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. So, but my mother always taught me how to be a respectable man. And I learned a lot of things on my own. But I never looked at them as, wow, this is trauma. This is making me weak. Or since my mother didn't show me, I never looked at that made me less of a man. That made me less of a man because I didn't know how to change a tire, which what we're getting now. I didn't know how to do certain things. But I was at home. I left the home. I joined the United States Marine Corps. And I got out so I did my time, my 4 years, actually 5. I extended. My company didn't want to keep me. They wanted to keep me. So they want me to do something else because they figure I don't know what they wanted from me. So I didn't ask either because I want to do what I want to do because I did my time and never got in trouble. I did what I was supposed to do, and I did the best because I became a sergeant. And when my time was coming up to re-enlist, and I had to go do a B billet, and I wasn't going to do a billet I didn't want to do, and I didn't choose. I was always happy, and I want young black men to understand this. When you make your decisions, I don't care what it leads you to, as long as it's not a bad decision, like, should I go here and put my family or myself in danger? I mean, military kind of did that, but in the sense of it was different type of danger. He wasn't always in danger. Like I signed up to just go straight to war. There wasn't no war going on. So the way they're going to war, stuff happened while I was in the service. And that still wasn't a war. It's more of like a conflict or a battle. Don't sign yourself up for something that you just literally throw yourself. Not just you're going to be in danger. So the decision to make sure that I made, I'd rather go Marine security guard. That's the guard that enlisted the president. That's my decision. I'm okay if I don't enjoy it. I'm okay if I don't pass it. I'm okay if I have to go. If I don't pass that and then I end up going to have to do another B billet, I'd have been okay. A B billet is just an augmented thing you do to help out the Marine Corps. That is so many people coming, and so they can utilize, or not even so many people. I have experience as a Marine now. I don't have to hire outside sources they hire within the service. The Air Force have jobs for that. I would love to see the Marine Corps. When I would go do a B billet, you get paid separate from the service because your life no longer entails you have to still be physically fit, follow your chain of command, and you still have to live your life as a Marine will live if he was part of the barracks. You know, you're still part of the barracks. If you decide, example, Marine security guard, I still have to do my security. If I get to leave after how many hours I'm on duty, then when I'm off duty, I can still go to the gym. I can still go be with my family. It's like a regular profession. So I would love for the Marine Corps, I'll have to present that to them. Ooh, that's a good, I'll have to write that down. Present that to the Marine Corps Veteran Association as the Air Force do, allow the pay grades to augment out and allow it to be a separate pay grade. Because the Air Force, say, instance, if you have IT background, you can join the Air Force under IT background and they pay you as an IT tech. See, Marine Corps, you do the same thing, but you keep your same pay rate. But the grace of it is they do pay you like a stipend, which is you get paid a little bit more because per diem now, your living quarters are changing. So I would love to see that. So going back to what I was saying, back about to my life, I was in the Marine Corps. That didn't happen, so I got out. In the Marine Corps, I found it, I don't know, I grew up, people say, it's not naive. I hate when people use that word. We got to use better words. When I was before I joined the Marine Corps, I was always a person, I wasn't oblivious that if I bought something, somebody else didn't buy me something back. Cool, I never thought about that. I was like, well, we're a child. When we become adults, see, now here's the part that I never got. I thought when we become adults, you would do things for people just to do for them. That's just me. See, these new things they are creating is to make us fall apart and divide and separate from one another. Like social distancing. That's what they do, to keep us distant socially from each other. And so when I was in the service, the Marine Corps, I would buy Burger King. All six guys will buy drinks. Next time around, the next guy, he had a whole family too. Buy all the food, buy all the drinks, or pay for much as he can, at least. But the thing we never did, and whether he did or not, or we would do the tip, because if you got people working with you, see, I learned this. When people work together, I'm getting to it. This is what my life is about. When people work together and make it, so let's take a waitress. If everybody at the table is willing to pay their fair share on a regular basis working together, that waitress can get paid a good wage. So that's somebody's child. That's waitressing you. That if your child was a waitress, you'll want the same courtesy. But we're not capable and we're not able, because this is what I'm saying. These are discussions we can have. When you're together, the fast food worker won't be mad. The waitress won't be mad. The cooks won't be mad. Think about that. If we all working together, why would they be mad at the job, but their job is comfortable now? Your job, every job you do should always be comfortable. So base your decision on comfortable. If you're not comfortable, I don't care. I don't do it. People's like, oh, these men talking about they don't have a job. So what is their comfortability when they leave their home? I don't want to be uncomfortable somewhere, then go home and think I'm trying to create a great environment if I'm uncomfortable at my work. I'm going to come home and have the same environment. So you have to create that at home and then go somewhere and create that there as well. So it's naturally created because now that dude that's got a family, it's not, and he's in the military, we ain't looking at him like, oh, he can't pay his way, because he offered to pay or he could pay. And it's not a biggie, especially if he hanging out with two single guys. That's not hurting no money. So spending $60 extra, I seen bills had. I was like, that's dumb. I've been out with rich guys. I never seen over. If you bring all like families, it makes sense to see a $2,000, $3,000 bill. But if it's you and your 6 or 8 female friends, That's too much. But anyway, I guess the logic in that is going to go out the window. Just say I'm broke. I don't have money, because I'm trying to make sense of why would you rent a tab or bill that high at a restaurant. $3,000 they trip. But I guess that don't matter, because if you got support, when you got support. So going back, so I covered love. My mother made sure we ate food on our clothes. She loved us. She gave us examples. She didn't whoop us out of anger. So the support went all the military. And then the care about me, I had to learn to love my name. Got made fun of because of my name was OTHO, a name that nobody sees. I Google people that's alive or known I had to talk to. It's probably more. I found 15 Othos, 2 have passed away, rest their soul. And so I found there's 13 Othos that I know. But my name is pronounced Otho, but it's spelled the same way. And I'm a junior, so that make my father. He's a senior. And so somebody told me when my father passed away, I would become a senior. I told them no, because I'm named after my father. I am the procreation. I'm the remix. I am the customer. I am the client, as I talked about the last video, the corporation, to my father. So I'm not going to be a senior just because my father passed on. And my son, I have a grace, he can be the third if I have a son. And so within that, I now want to talk about advertising and promoting and advocating for Black women. I feel as in my stance originally, it was never a debate of Black women. It was natural love. My even most recent experience was with a lady platform user. I guess she's divesting, and I guess Black men haven't been great to her. Not that they're cheated or did anything really harm or abused her. They haven't been what she wanted. But this woman also is a type of woman that's more manly than womanly, which is she don't amplify the womanness nature of a woman, the naturalness of a woman, the nature of a woman. So it's very hard for her because her opportunity of man given a chance is just paying for dinner and doing little things. But to move forward, she had to give him a better love, support, and actually care about him. And as I gave all that to her, she even now got to the point where she didn't care what I've done. She used every talking point that was against that I never used. As in, I supported her in her book. I supported her in her book because that was something I wanted to do. She didn't give me nothing for it. She didn't even say thank you. Even then, when she found out, she still didn't say thank you. Her fight was to battle me, to say, see, you did that to throw it in my face. I said, no, I'm giving you an understanding that's lost somewhere. I supported you in your book without a thanks, and I didn't care because you are a Black woman. If you go a lot of my social media platforms, you will see me advertising and advocating, even on my YouTube, in the description box, in the comments to a lot of my videos. And you go back and check the receipts. But I have to call this out because this is titled, I don't understand the Black woman anymore. Like, this is not the title of it. It should change at the title. The support, the love, something I never felt from Black women, something I never received outside of my mother. It took me from my sisters and any women in my family. It's support. If they see I'm saying something wrong, they call me. Think how easy that was. They came somewhere where if you can't call, I have all these platforms to reach me at. You have direct messages. That means you can get personal. My phone number was even, my email. None of them come to me. None of them. None of them. You know, that's crazy, right? So let's start with the love. Now, love, no, that's a high one. Let's start with care. Throughout my life, outside of my Black women in my family, I don't know what black women care fear as, because I'm going to give so many examples. Woman in my church that I was going to, I'll say my church, I hate saying my church I was residing in, which I no longer go to and don't care for, denounce my Christianity, would never talk to me. I would say hi, never say hi back. Why is that a thing with black women? You say hi, they don't say nothing back. This is not just Buffalo. I live in Buffalo. This is everywhere now. This has been this way. It's 39. Remember, this is 39 years in the making. This is not 5 years ago. So I want people to stop thinking when black men are talking, we're talking about a high school sweetheart or a woman that don't like us. We're talking about generalizing regular walking down the street, everyday seeing, working with, being around black women, living, residing there, community. We get the notations of negativity, unwantedness. I can uncare, unkind, unapproachable, nasty attitude for no reason. This is a regular. This is 39 years. This is not just one. Stop saying it's you. We got to, after a point, we got to say, hold on. Is it really you? Because a man I am, a black man, you can't be telling me it's me. Because even women, when I tell a story like, so you took her out, and then all of a sudden she ain't want to be. So what did she say? Things as, I didn't know black women. This is the thing that kills me. I didn't know black women love compliments. Didn't know that. You know why? I know every woman loves compliments, but black women, as a majority, vast majority, don't care about compliments. Is it because you're not attractive to them? Is it because they already have a no? But why is that my fault? Black woman was needed help. I didn't give her my attitude. I said, yes, ma'am. She said, excuse me. I said, yes, ma'am. Can you help me with this? A black woman. I said, oh, no problem. I was happy. Like, the crazy part, I am happy. There's a reason I'm saying this. I am happy to do that. Let me get to that. I was happy to do that for her. She said, thank you, which is, I helped a woman change her car. No, thank you. Or not her car. This overall throughout my life. Different things, her car was no thank you. Get women get out of ditches, no thank you. Shovel, do different things. Not even a thank you. Not even the money. Because sometimes you do something, probably give you $1 or $2. Not even $1 or $2. Or a meal. See, I'm not going to compare. I'm not going to bring up certain things. I'm talking about what black woman, what I experienced. Even working at a job, a black woman made food, said, if you didn't eat my food, that was going to determine how I treat you or like you. Stuff that they, like, unadulterated talk, discussion, things come out of their mouth, unfiltered. Like, oh, okay. But still wanted to be with her, still wanted to go on a date with her, still took her on a date, right? That's not genuine care, support. I've done many business. Now I could go on my platforms. Only black women I ever, even women I've been with. And after a while, I'm not going to blast you online if you can't even support my platform. My platform is not made up. If you think I hate black women, then I'm not going to be with you. Because I love when the black women say I hate black women because of something they read or I posted or I said. I said, did you listen to the whole thing? Or at least to the part that got to understand that I wouldn't talk about hating black women? Usually is a no. Did you read the whole thing? Usually is a, they'll stop at certain points. Certain things that is being said or done, they'll stop. Why is that? I hate black women because I can correct you. Black women, you are wrong for the information you're spewing to little black girls. That's what we are wrong for, spewing that to young black men to think he's going to sell drugs. You're wrong to tell her to hate black men because of what you experienced, what you chose. You didn't choose Bo. You choose Ty. Bo was that. You didn't choose. Oh, I remember just growing up. Even now at 39, working at jobs. being around black women of in my city, man, the kindness, the nature of the man I am. Something happened with the girl. She turned me down. I said, I wasn't coming at you to holler at you in that way, though. They learned her age. She was like 22. I'm 39. So it was like, I can do that. But that means, like you showed me, it wouldn't be even no type of, you can say what you want. I don't believe that age unless it's like some really like 20. She was 22, 24. Like she was like 17, 18, question the 18, 19, maybe. But I just think I can have a verbal relationship with her, at least. Hey, hi, how you doing? And seeing her on a regular basis, which I do some of these young 22, 24, on a regular basis, a verbal. It ain't gotta be, I'm gonna take you out, gotta be romantic or super. It ain't gotta be, it's intimate, but not intimate in a sexual or romantic way. Intimate as like, wow, I see you. That's an intimate moment. Like, look at that moment. That's very intimate. We are engaging. There you go. I should be able to engage her without being negative. I should be able to engage black women my age, older than me, younger than me, without it being a negative stereo or notion of me based on one black man. This is not the notations of black men not receiving this from black women. It's not based on 10, 12, 20. It's, brothers ask them, sisters ask your sisters. This is not based on a whole bunch of black men. Like, oh, black men I dated. You dated 3 black men. That's only 3. I'm not talking about all black women. But in my case, this right here, I'm talking about all black women. All of them. Appreciate the ones. I'm saying all. I'm saying vast majority. I can tell who's welcome and not. Having a boyfriend don't stop you from saying hi. You can't give me the stories that never. What I look like saying, yo, man, there was a story. These black dudes walk up to me and jump me. Now I'm scared of black men. I'm a black man. But that never happened to me. Think about that. I come from a place of reality and actuality. Did that actually happen? Is that your reality? You telling me she's scared of me? So something that never happened because it happened to her one friend. Her one friend been through something, or her one friend keep making countless decisions. But she, on the other hand, is literally wow. Because I had female friends go at it because one had to really think about it. She's like, you know what? I don't experience this. Other friend got mad because I guess she didn't regurgitate and she didn't become her echo chamber. So not in her echo chamber, she didn't regurgitate. She's like, no, that never happened. She's like, no, the other friend was shocked. Because I guess the one friend never really asked her. She always like, yeah. Like, like you talking like, okay, This time she actually responded like, because me, I'm a questioner. I'm like, it's happening to you. The other friend was like, no. She's like, it never happened to you. The other friend was like, no, this never happened to me. She said, I usually get the black men that's very cool with me. Like when I tell black, she's like, I get hood black dudes. I mean, she said, I seen the black dude be so nasty to a woman, but then I had to ask him, but he wasn't never, but this was after, like this was after, no, this was before. She's like, he never did that to me. But she's like, you know what I did? I said, women are nosy, which is why I think it's funny of why the discord between black men and women is weird because women are nosy. She's like, I had to ask him why you ain't do that. She wasn't asking him why he didn't do that to her, but why she had a beef with that black girls. Just like, well, when I went in it, she told them, she's like, he said to her, they always treated me funny when I went into the store. Like this won't work at a store. And her friend just following her. So I'm looking at her other friend. I was like, I ain't want to start no beef. So she was like, I wanted to say, basically, you know what I'm about to say. That's what her other friend was doing. Just collaborating on her don't know what's going on. But the other friend didn't understand why she didn't collaborate now, because that wasn't her, like they call it, anecdotal experience. That's not her experience with black men. That's not hers either. That's only her experience with the 3 black men she was been with. The other black men talk about, oh, they liars and cheaters on it. Well, how come I, as a black man, is compared to a black man that didn't want to be with her? So basically, in a relationship, a partnership that was looking at her romantic. Why I'm putting that same, I don't put the stripper or the escort in the same category. Until the stripper do escort things. I don't put the escort in no really category, but I like she's an escort, she's a stripper. That's why the names are given. See, like we try to say, oh, somebody title. No, you have a title for a reason. Like as instance, my mother. So when I go outside, Deborah is my mother. That lets you know that's the woman that birthed me. So when we go outside, who is this man? If she don't say boyfriend, he don't say girlfriend, why is he in the anecdotal discussion about being in a partner? I cannot. Example. Woman A is the woman I was in a relationship with. Woman B is not. Me and I'm gonna just give this a little back setup without saying A or B. Me and a woman, we went out, we had fun, and we chilled, we hung out. And the other woman, we had fun, we chilled, and we hung out. Which one is my girlfriend, which is not? Exactly. You don't know. I didn't give you enough information. You know why you don't know who that is? Because I didn't tell you. So if somebody gives, that's how most women's stories are when they pertain to black men. Then start asking them questions. That's when they get mad at you. I want to know if this black man are you in a relationship with. That's important. You know why? Want to know why that's important? Because if woman, or this say the man, if I'm going out and we hanging out and having fun, then the next woman I'm doing the same thing, and I don't tell you how I associate my time and my heart, my support and care towards them, you didn't know which woman was woman A and woman B. You don't know who my girlfriend is, if either one my girlfriend, but that's what black women are doing. You saying he's not a good man, but you're not in a relationship with him. You're in you're not in a partnership. You basically, how we call it, a situation. You're having sex. So you want the guy you having sex with to be the same as the guy you're trying to make a life with. And wrong is not the same thing. And that's what is going on. So my experience with black women, I don't have none. Outside of my family, I can't marry my mother or sister or my niece. That's some nasty stuff. I want to have, and I have great relationships, bonding, engagement with the women in my family. Great. We disagree. That don't mean she hate me. That don't mean she tired of me. We just say, like, me and one of my sisters from my father's side said, why is it we started talking and I brought up the woman here. She said that's exclusive to her. It don't matter to the man. I said it don't have to matter to me. But to me as a man in my life, and you the woman in my life with me, would you not want, and it's how I talk to my sister. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all, I don't know how y'all talk to y'all sisters or women in your family. Would you not want to tell the man? She said, I've done it and it was better. She's like, I at least mentioned. I was like, right. You mentioned it at least. I don't want to come home. Hey, my hair chopped off and she got a bald fade. I don't mind natural hair. If she want to, that's a big step because, like we said, men are visual. We're not talking about attraction. We're just talking about visual. I had this woman I dated, and she would change her hairstyles. For some reason, when she did that, she like a different person. And for some reason, at the time, I don't know what was blocking my mind and my heart or whatever it was to think she was a different person. And I knew everything or born. I couldn't tell you that I can tell you everything about her. Now she's not in my life. I moved on and already tried to be in other. So I had to move that information and store the information that I needed. And I said, reason I don't care for your hair changing is you look different. Different to me is quick change. And this is before I was in the military and it got like kind of worse for PTSD. Your quick change, it bothers me because I don't know. Pause. The quick change bothered me because I didn't know. I don't care that you done it. I didn't know. So now you're coming home after, let's say, I worked and I didn't really see you. I say hi and bye because it was one of them days where you work and got to go right back to work. And if I had her hair covered or whatever, now your hair not uncovered, we're hanging out. I'm looking at you. You look different. I didn't know this was going on. Yes, I'm accepting. And see, women say, well, you're supposed to accept everything about me. I do, but how come I don't know everything? How come I didn't even not know everything about you? But how come I didn't know this? And see, I want to put you on because I'm happy I said it. How come I didn't know this? What words sound like know this? This is important to me. Notice. You want me to know this, but notice? You want me to notice, but I didn't know this at the same time? Think about that. She want you to notice, but you did not know this. You did not know that's what you did. So this is the person, the now is this. I don't know. But for some higher reason, it was hard for women I whipped to understand. I don't know. So if I don't know, you're surprising me. I don't care. I don't mind. Oh, my birthday. You really like, I don't think she's not going to do nothing. She got me a gift because it was a day like, this is my anniversary to being in the Marine Corps. This is the time we met. I love those surprises. But I don't want a surprise when I don't have, when you literally can tell me a notice, like, oh, I'm cutting my hair because I just want to do it. You ain't got to give me no, I say, oh, okay. But I can give that to a black woman, but I can't get a notice from a black woman. I can give it. Because I always said, I've been with women, I said, I love you. They're like, you just, how you, so some women to tell you why you say it so fast. I said, no, it's easy for me to love you because I have love in me. See, I ask people this. If you can hate somebody for no reason, right now, we hate somebody over what we heard about them. Like a black man raped this young lady's daughter, then found out he didn't touch her. She got mad because he didn't want to be with her no more. You know how many people hate that man for that? And now he got to live his life knowing he was hated for no reason. That's black men right now. I got to live my life. When I go outside to speak to a young black girl, I am hated for no reason. I am hated. Done nothing to her. Her father, who's not there, her mother hate. But I'm hated for no reason because of one black man, 2 or 3. I'm hated for the anecdotal, non-experienced black. So the black girl with the father in her life that go to date, this is the kicker. I follow this one lady, I think very beautiful. I would want to, I already know who I can give my love to. So hold on real quick. Let me touch on this real quick. She didn't understand why I gave her my love because I said it's already in me. It don't take nothing for me to share the love that I have to you. And why I told her that, because I already know black women are not accepting of black men that is kind and good for no reason at the jump. They can say black women would go online and make TikToks or videos talking about if you are boring, whatever their definition of boring, black man, quote unquote nice, but I'm not nice, good to women, don't date women in this era. Why? Because they will use you. So the man that's going to love you and already showing he love, like, because if that, now they say people doing the work. I'm doing the work. I love me. That's the work. Eventually, I want to share this. Loving me can get unhealthy. You ever drink too much water? You ever had too much liquor? You ever had too much of food? Too much food? Too much water? What happens? You're going to throw up. It's unhealthy. So it's unhealthy to say I love me and never share my love. So I'm giving and sharing my love. You know, I'm expecting back from her. I don't expect back what I gave her. I expect what I don't even say love. I know a lot of women don't have love in them. I am expecting what so my example to this one lady I was just with, she said, I don't know how to love. I've never been loved. She's saying thank you to me. She said, so basically it's like, what should I get back? That's not what she said. She asked me a question about where we were just talking, and it came into a form of a question. All I was able to say, you know, when you happy about that dress or you excited about going places, I said, whatever that is, can I please receive? And I gave her a command of help. Can I please? A command of help. Can I please receive? How you don't know love, then I know how to feel love because my mother gave that to me. So her mother didn't. Her mother taught her how to hate. So she really did. You hear the story. Her mother taught her hate. So what she did, it's all right to hate. So a person finally now, a man in her life, showing her how to love. All a man thought she was beautiful and wanted to have sex. I think every woman is beautiful, especially if you're a black woman. And I love chocolate women. I think you can tell me a chocolate woman was ugly from when I was little. My first experience, real quick, was from dark-skinned women. I don't know. Dark-skinned women, you are rude. I am sorry to say this. You would call a man ugly with no consequence, no recourse to why you said it. You don't think two shits about it. No, nothing. They will call I'm sorry. Dark-skinned woman will call you ugly and snap your finger. They even will call you a word. They won't call you ugly. They say a word that's worse. She said to my face, she said, you. But as I got older, dark-skinned women got more respectable because I've been told I was ugly because that's all I talk to. I'm sorry. That's another thing. My family is chocolate. They're dark-skinned. They're not. I'm a mid to dark brown. I'm not dark-skinned, but I'm a dark brown. This is my family and up. Unless now the newer generation here and there have Grand Rising, brother, Grand Rising. And I didn't even see a comment. Appreciate it. And what was Sean, I love my chocolate women. So the one that did, she told me, she gave me the courtesy. She's like, I don't want to be with you. I said, why? She called me ugly. She said, you're not that attractive to me. She said, I love your encouragement. She said, even especially towards black people. She said, I love your encouragement. She said, you say things that get me mad, but that's understandable because our brothers shouldn't be killing our brothers and white men shouldn't be killing our brothers either and sisters. She understood that. Like, I'm saying when you meet the right people, you don't have no bother of discussion. So the black woman I was with told me that. But here was the kicker from saying all of that. With the women I am engaging with, and see, if they told me to expand my options, I would say my options will be expand to what a lighter skinned black woman. See how when you actually for your people, you can make a joke out of it. So they say, man, brother OJ, you need to expand your options. You need to go try some brown skinned black women, some light skinned black women. Yes, sir. Right. Expand your options. I'm still within my race though, brother. Expanding my option within my race because I went from I had a woman so dark. If she closed her mouth and eyes and stood in the corner and wore black clothes, you couldn't see her. Now I love that. And you can say colorism. I love when I see them women online. Then you could. I remember I used to give her a massage. Oh my goodness, I was turned on from that. She couldn't understand, and she could. I even had black women online saying I'm fetishizing black women. I said, come hang out with my father's side. My father's side, we got midnight to jet to charcoal black. And that's, the charcoal black women, forget when they ashy. I'm talking about when you put the oil on them or when they get out the shower. Oh, man, with the water. Or you ever see a chocolate woman sweat? Woo! That's sexy. I don't care about the W. I'm not talking about W. I'm talking about just sweat, like workout. I don't mean WNBA. And I don't know. Women a little too much man for me. Right. They come in all shades. Like when they tell me to expand my options, I go from dark-skinned black woman to caramel black woman. I go from caramel black woman to banana color black woman. Know what I'm saying? I don't like saying or apple color black woman. I don't like saying, you know how they do the color shade. We didn't grow up like that. We didn't call them the color bone. Like they was either the banana color or the apple color. You know what I mean? Like you know the color of the apple, the regular apple, not the green apple, the other apple. And then the banana, you know the color of banana. I didn't use that. Then use the word bone after that. That got older. I was like, that sounds weird and everything. But this was the kicker with some of the black women I listened to. Now when you listen to them, I found out a lot of black women have not had, remember, I spoke about the black women are not having true experiences with black men. They're watching other black women. So it's their mother or friend. But examine the friend. See, they want to examine the friend wanted that black dude just because he had a little money. She didn't say, well, like her friend could have told her she might not fit for that black man. She might not be fit. She might not be the right black man for her just because he's black. We got to stop thinking just because they're black. But now I'm going to go options to another race. No. Because you're going to go to another race doing the same thing. I just want to put that out there. So if I don't know how to love myself and then a black woman, so if I don't know how to love a woman, how am I going to go to another race woman and still love a woman? So let me say it again. I don't know how to love myself and a black woman. So I separated that. So now loving myself, I gave that to a black woman. I gave it to my mother. My mother gave it to me. I know how to love women. So now I'm on the lines of loving women. So if I know how to love a woman, but if I don't know how to love a woman, if I choose any other race woman, how is that going to be any better by going out and then saying, well, this is better? No, I have to, unless she's overcompensating. But I don't want an overcompensating woman. I want a woman so I can be put on, I want to know this, so I want to know this. Put me on notice. I want to know what I'm doing. But what baffles me about black women, how they don't have a true experience with black men. So if your father hurt her and wasn't there, she now builds up because that's the first man. And I tell people, black men this, I understand, especially black men. If when you talk about a man to a black young girl, her first example is the man that's prevalent, and he looked like me. He looked as me. I give him that. But then now you don't know how to receive what I can give, but you know how to receive from others because the reason they can receive, I'm about to give black women, what you call it, their reasonable doubt. Reason they can see other race men as great because even though they can experience racism and everything, their home life, their fathers, their brothers and uncles, whatever caused that trauma is based on his skin color. That's why I try to explain to a lot of black women that make these platforms. I understand that. But you got to for me, what I'm trying to do is trying to say now I got love, and but this is the discussion we have. I will hit this up real quick. What happened to black men that are not perceived and wanted by the perceived as in desired? They not the certain type of black man. So if the certain type of black man as me, so I'll give an example. I guess I can be nerdy. I guess I can be boring. I work a 9 to 5. I make a decent income that's not to the income that they're talking about. I have my own place, but I don't have all these other things. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, brother. If I have all these things, I am not the desired black man by black women. So if we know 30% of black men have children, so knock them out of the way. The 34% are married. The 16% are incarcerated but still have the love of backing a woman. I am the 12% at least, 14, maybe say 14, I'm just like to give a number, a roundabout number. I am the 14% of black men not wanted by black women in all sides. Because if you go to the nerdy, the same experienced black women, which, brother, and I want y'all to understand this. I'm talking from a great experience. I'm 39, been dating and been with my women, all black women. I tried Ghanaian, Lebanese, Brazilian, and Italian. So that's true form of she's Ghanaian, that's African, that's black, quote unquote. So I did, but I didn't have sex with her. We didn't get that because I didn't want that yet. Because she looked at more white. And I'm not over that. She looked white. I don't know how to I wanna lie to her and myself. I didn't see when you love yourself, you're not lie to yourself. And I told her. It wasn't a diss. She didn't take it as a diss because she loved me as the man and she loved my skin color as the man. She didn't love the black man. See how I say it? As the man. She loved my skin color as the man and the man I am, not the black man. There's a difference. I want a black woman, or I want a woman, if I do decide to finally, if I did meet somebody that's not like black. I'm gonna say black because to me, Caribbean and African, it can vary. Depends on what they identify as. They identify as black and they keep that their whole life. That's part of them. That's their quality, their characteristic, and personality. I don't mean black because they're bad, hood, ghetto. I mean black because they succumb and they're bonding, they're intimate, they're with black people, then they're black. But they're not. They want to walk on the other side of the fence and do all that on black here and black that. They're not black to me. So if you call people out, I'm not part of the echo chamber. Some like Gina Rodriguez or whatever that chick was that said she wasn't black, she ain't black. Tiger Woods said he ain't black, he ain't black. They say they're not black, they're not black. He had Asian, let him be Asian. But he's identified as black and Asian. But if he say it to me, I'm gonna say, cool, Tiger, you're not black. So when it comes down to it, you're not in the black space. So I don't care what he do because he's Asian. That's for the Asian people to worry about. That's how I look at it. So when it came down to us collaborating, she had to look at me. And I don't want somebody to look at me, but when you don't look at me as black man, I want a black woman that's for black men that never has sex with a white man. And good luck, brothers. I'm learning a lot of black women, even though they with black men or want black men, have had sex with white men. I never been with her. I feel as that's the reason why we having a lot of problems. I call it taintness. And if you brother with a white woman, make sure it's I say pure, as in make sure it's about love, not just because you mad and you feel like I'm going to go be with a Latino woman or a Middle Eastern or Asian. No, like for me, I would be with them on how they treat me. And I don't compare, and I'll just leave it at that. So I would be how they treat me. That's why. My mother said, you could have had any other race woman, but you chose not. Even my mother told me that. She ain't even say it. It came out of nowhere. because I was talking about a black woman and what happened to me. She's like, but you didn't experience that with the other race woman. So why don't you try to date? See if you can, because she wants children too. She want me to have children, and she know that's what I want. So my mother, even though she experienced the desegregations of school and how white men treated her, my mother still want me to have a family. And she's at this point like, I don't care. Does she love you? Does she care about you? Is she nurturing? Is she motherly? Does she amplify? I look at it that way. Does she amplify my mother? And I can say a lot of women, I love a strong black woman for the fact my mother was a strong black woman, but she's still a woman. She still have the woman nature. Strong don't have to mean without a man in man nature. My mother pay her bills. She's still not doing the man role. She's doing what she have to do just for her life. And we help, like, know what I'm saying? She paying her bills and she not. You know what I mean? We older, we help her, and we do things for our mother. So you see what I'm saying? We still have to hand her the money, or we can take it around. We can get it and pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Like our mother, she's not working. She's retired. We can still help her. She don't make all that great money, but she do good. She's not a saver of money. My mother good. Got to show me how to do it. And so that's what I mean. But the thing I don't get, this is a part I really want to talk on. This favorite lady that I can say I love her. Because I tell a black woman I love them. It's like, and really online, it's different when you hit a woman direct messages up from being in pub, everybody's face. I was like, I love you. And they's like, how you love me? Like, something asked you. I was like, you want to know? She like, so why are you liking all these women's video or hurting? I was like, because they beautiful. I'm single. And they started cracking. I give them reasons. Like, I don't lie. Like, I'm single. You ain't hit me up. I don't have no kids. I'm not doing out here in the streets. You talking about you want a good man. I'm hitting you up. I'm every black woman. I'm sorry. This is how black men, you can do this too. When you see this, and thank you, brother, for being on the stream. I'm talking to every single black woman until one black woman say, let's go out. She's like, all right, I'll go out on a date. Because, of course, she got to accept my date. And then if I ask her to be my girlfriend and my woman, she say yes, I'm not hitting up the mother, but I'm hitting up she's like, yo, I'm single. You single? I'm single too. People be cracking up at me. I was like, what y'all want me to do? Wait. I'm a man. I'm not chasing, but I'm supposed to be the man that's supposed to be let me hold on real quick. I'm supposed to be the man going for the woman, right? I'm not chasing her. I don't believe you should chase. Should go for it. She see that message. She's seeing my message. I had a chick look at they say, I'll laugh at online stuff. They're like, stop messaging a woman that's weird to her or that's simping. I'm a simp. I'm an incel. I'm a simp. I'm a guy that paid for the date. Because that's the character. I'm not going to change my characteristics because of the bad apples. See, I guess when you live in a society when you have to follow the leader, I am my own leader. Because I used to be a follower. The best follower I had and was my mother and my father. I didn't have to follow Beyonce. Oh no. Bam. I didn't have to follow Sierra and Russell. I don't have to follow Russell Wilson. I don't have to follow him because I already have that. I have examples of Russell Wilson in my family. Bong, ding dong, ding, ring the bell. I have that in my family. And even if I didn't, I had to learn. I say, well, if I want a wife or a girlfriend, I have to treat them good. That's not rocket science. This is what baffled me about people. That is not rocket science. I want a wife or a girlfriend. I should treat them good. I don't know. Somebody please let me know that's not how it's supposed to go. So if I want a wife, I want a girlfriend, I want to treat them good. I don't need a man to show me that. That's why a lot of these talking points are stupid. I don't need a man to tell me I should treat a woman good if I want a woman to stay around. I should borrow time, effort, energy, and surprises, gifts. Gifts is not a thing. That's the bonus. If she's receiving of you, you're supposed to get a gift. I'm not gonna go on a first date after talking to the woman for 2 weeks. I don't really too much know, unless it's like something. I wanted this lipstick set. Nothing go buy a lipstick set. You know how much that costs? Less than $20. And if it is, who cares? It's a lipstick set. It's over $20. It didn't break my pockets, and it showed that I listened. If that's inselling or simping or being a boring, nerdy black man, so be it. Because that, to me, that's regular stuff that a regular person. And that's the bare minimum. If that's struggle love or bare minimum, I'm the bare minimum king and the struggle love emperor. Because I would do things to build myself with my woman. And so the woman that I know, beautiful, not gonna say her name, she said her father had her and he lost his job. But he still did the thing. Man, how come she never made that talking point? But with her, see, women don't listen to her. I listen to her. Even when she say something, I be like, that don't even apply to me. So I don't, it's like but that's what's funny. Even when she talking about men, I can tell there's a separation of men. The separation of men and the men, people like, oh, he's better because he's married. Is he better? Is he married? Or is he better because he found a way to treat a woman well without cheating, verbally abusing her, physically? But I'm talking about from a healthy real. I'm talking about, see, we don't know what healthy is. We think arguing is healthy. It's about we need to argue. No, we don't. But then some women would be so smart at it and say, well, argument is the quarrelism. Well, debating is a quarrelism of arguing. So you are arguing. You need, like, I was like, we're not, and it become hard. But to me, let's say she said that my favorite lady said, debating is arguing. How come her father, who is the great example that she used, can not have it all, but still deemed as a good man? So that overall, that's my beef for black women. I don't know what love a black woman is. I don't know what support is of black women. I don't know what they care about. I don't even care about themselves half the time because of the stuff they say and the stuff they do. Maybe it's a black woman that can hear this and let me know. And even black women I've been with, give me some legit, not arguing or mad at me. They probably wouldn't talk. They mad at me. Even one that you can see my video I made, Vigilant. It's titled Vigilant Lessons, and I talk about her. She's mad at me, talking about I'm doxing her. No, I'm talking about my experience. And nobody know who she was. Now, you want to come to the platform and tell everybody who you are, so be it. But she can have bad annotations. But the love, yes, that was love. What she said, I can tell when you didn't want to be. What happened? Because I always tell women, this is what happened. I didn't stop wanting to be with you over and over. Like that's every time it go, that Nelly over. And I know it ain't about that, but I think about it over and over again. And it's like, it happened over. It's like every 2 weeks with her. I just met her. I said, I don't want to debate you every 2 weeks. I don't agree with this. But the stuff I don't agree on has nothing to do with my character. It don't lessen or make my character low vibration. Because I will get in a discussion with men and we can all be on the same team. I was like, did you ever think about it this way? And I always said that. Did you ever think about it this way? And I don't think a lot of people, I call it quadruple standard. And the quadruple standard for black women, I would want to know her story, the story that's visible, the history, the story of where her mother or the outside story, and the story of the black man. That's what I want to know for black women to love, support, and to care. I want to know, how do you garnish all those things? And I would say this to black men. It's sad that everything a black man has to do, he has to prove it. but black women automatically think they deserve everything. And I will read it off the saying at the end, because what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. Thank you, brother, for the justice for the B1, and black men building them up. I'm gonna share his channel and everything else when I go in and do my lives. I know that you gotta hit. Is it for children now before they put it in the algorithm for some reason? So I want to read this off. And I do this in the power of oneness, but I think a lot of us brothers would need this. Should have did this like a couple times. I call all my powers back to me from all places, all beings, all people, and from all timelines. I call all of my power. What I mean by all timelines, I'm calling back the power that was taken from me. I'm calling this for myself because I'm learning this. I'll explain that real quick when I'm done. I call all my powers back to me. I cancel any and all contracts, the slavery, the hate of black men, the hate of black women, the hate towards my father, that he procreated me through his seed in my mother's womb, that was passed down through that, the so-called sins and the curses. We cancel all of them that do not serve my highest good in all things and all times. So from 39 years, we're going to cancel out all the negative, bad, and evil contracts, which are curses and spirits and things that have to do with our past, our history from 2,000 years ago, from 100 years ago. And who I am, you are a brother. You can, and you are a strong man. You are a strong black man. Right now, you are good, and you should feel good. I grace to have all that I desire. I love myself. I speak one language fluently. I see you, my brother, so I see me. And other things aren't always how I perceive it. And that's how it is. But my experience, from my experience with black women, I have no clue of what black love is, because I have never had black love I have black love from my family. But for my life to create as I want to be a husband and a father, black women, I have no clue how that feel and what that means to me as a black man. And the reason I did the power of oneness to cancel all those contracts and all those things is because I don't need those things that don't serve me. And why I say that, because I have learned throughout my time, I am taking on things from black women. That's why I'm canceling those contracts. And if a black woman said that, I cancel those contracts that those black men or those spells and curses have given me. And I also looked at every woman I meet as a clean slate. Clean slate is what? It's empty. It's nothing on it. So only thing I have, like if you open up the page of a book, you get the what? What's the first thing you're going to read? The information. So basically, where it came from, the author first, the title, then you go year was wrote. Where's the book at real quick? You're gonna read. Hold on real quick. I got a book. My notary book. You're gonna read after you open up the title. I forgot what you call that part. The published, where it's published, that means where it came from. The year, the rights reserved, the information of why it's there, what edition it is, and the SBN number. So your social security number, your birth certificate, who your mother and father. That's how we should always start with one another. Not the way we be starting with each other. We should be starting from a place where it is deemed where that you, her, and me can understand each other. So you have a great day. Thank you, brother. You be safe. Enjoy your weekend. And shout out to all the people that passed on. And give people the flowers that's here. Stay hydrated. I love you. I love me. And be the best in all you can be. Shalom.